Hello everybody, this is Dark Ninja, and today I'm going to be showcasing a private coaching session which I had with Alex, aka Tukwa. I don't know how to say his in-game name, to be honest. But as you can see, he's a relatively newer player. He only has 7,000 battles. His recent Wn8 is 2,300. But as you can see by his past 1,000 games, he's doing pretty well in his AMX 50B with around 3,000 average damage. We had this session a couple weeks ago. He does seem to be improving, but I can't necessarily attribute that to the coaching. It could just be psychological or something, or he's just getting good matchmaking. But either way, today I'm going to be basically showing you what happens during a private coaching session. And hopefully the main goal of this video is to hopefully showcase some tips and tricks that I show Alex, which you can implement into your gameplay. And today, or I guess during the coaching session, Alex was playing his AMX 50B. That's the tank he wanted to improve at. So if you're looking to improve at the AMX 50B, this is a good video for you, as I show many tips which are related to that tank in particular. Now, if you're wondering what my qualifications are to be coaching, I have 46,000 battles, 4K recent 1.8, or sorry, 4K, 3.9K overall 1.8, 4.4K recents, which I've gotten up to 5.6K before, but I've kind of dropped off. I suck. But you know, I've 100% in a lot of tier 10s in terms of mark of excellence, etc., etc. So whenever I start a coaching session, the first thing that I cover is tank setup, crew setup, and then settings. I cut most of that out, or all of it out actually, for this video because it wasn't very interesting, but there is one thing which we talked about in our settings that I did have him change, and that in particular is foliage transparency. In my opinion, it's much better to have this off. Not only does it increase your FPS when you're in sniper mode in bushes, but it also just makes it much more visible to see. And then in my opinion, all of these extra effects, like these two bars in grass density as well, in grass and sniper mode, all of those should also be off, or at the bare minimum like low or something. So that's what we covered first, but now we're gonna get into the gameplay. And also I should mention at the end of this video, I kind of made like a recap of all the major things we covered, all the tips and tricks, which if you just want the spark notes of what we covered in the coaching session, most of it is included there at the very end of the video. If you yourself are interested in private coaching, the information about that will be in the description, as well as a link to my Discord server where you can contact me about that. Okay, Westfield.
Most of the times when I play against tier 8s, I go here. But most of the times I go here and try to shoot anyone that is crossing here.
Okay. Usually what I do is I just go straight up to the ridge and try to shoot somebody like instantly, but
Here.
I'll leave it up to you how you want to play it. But I go like to the right side of that ridge and just go for like 1 or 2 shots cautiously, because you know they do have a Hori, a Waffle. But if you can just like quick peek, shoot twice, and then
Okay.
I mean, if you spot someone where the TDs are, then you can potentially get a full clip. But I go to the right side here of this ridge because I just think it's a better angle. And as soon as I'm loaded, I over peek for like 2 shots. But you know, you got to be very careful not to overexpose for too long, because they can, yeah, you just peek up quick, see if you spot. Okay, add back up. Yeah, I think you stayed in the open a little bit too long. As soon as you don't see anything, then you just back down, because the TDs, that means their TDs are, you're giving the TDs a chance basically.
I don't know. I'm scared of the heavies right there.
Yeah.
I can't go in the bush anymore. I'm getting spotted.
This T10, is he around that corner already? No, he's not.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'd still play somewhere on this ridge probably. It's too risky now that you lost HP to play in the small city probably for now. Obviously you can't push this, but if, for example, there's 705A pushes up, you could clip him. And yeah, I wouldn't peek yet. I mean, maybe this guy, but I don't know if he can get gunner pressure or not.
No.
Because you don't want him to spot you, basically, because then as soon as he spots you, he's just going to reverse into cover. If you want to actually catch him, then you would have to hide behind the corner a little bit. And then once he's in the open, then you can shoot him. But he's not going to cross that, so I wouldn't even... I mean, unless you... Oh my god, he's actually doing it. Damn, this guy is a Giga Shed. Okay, get one more. Aim it fully. Okay, good. Yeah, it's unfortunate you take a hit there, but at least you got a full clip. So now it looks like your team is winning, to be honest. I would go to the right side of this ridge. I can't see what's not spotted yet, but if they have any TDs...
Kunze is not spotted yet.
Okay, he's the only one? Alright. So from here, you could potentially shoot the 257 if he's summer exposed, but also if the Progetto gets spotted, then you can shoot him as well. So I would like play towards the top somewhere, kind of where your teammate is. Yeah, that guy. And if there's no one who can cover right now, I think it's just a Kunze, then you can even potentially overpeak. But your team is winning quickly, so it's soon you're gonna have to get in, because you're only gonna get like one clip on the east side. Even right now, like if you take a hit, it's not the end of the world potentially. Okay.
There's Kunze.
Damn.
I went too low. I'm not spotting damage.
You're still spotted. Okay, that's lucky. Oh my god, RNG. Okay, and now probably not gonna get any more damage, to be honest, but I would just drive in anyways. Like, there's no reason not to drive in, because unless you care about credits from surviving or survival rating or something, then you might as well just drive in. And this is like one thing at the end of the game, and you're like winning hard. It's usually not a bad idea at the very end of the game to play more aggressive, even if that means like there's one enemy remaining, you're on reload, just ram him for damage or something, because, you know, if you die, like, who cares? There was like 1 or 2 tanks left alive anyway. You weren't going to get much more damage. But yeah, I think honestly, if you didn't take those 2 shots in the beginning, even if you just take 1, I think you could probably have been able to play slightly more aggressive mid game, and then get out maybe another clip or something. It's just losing that HP. Another thing is, I've got like a, I'll link it to you. I've got this, which is like a map guide thing. If you're ever wondering how a certain map works or something, or okay, it looks like I don't have anything for Westfield and a tank like a 50B or a heavy really, but or fast heavy, but you know, if you're ever looking for an example on a certain map, there might be one in that guide. Basically, it just links to a video where I played that map and explained what I was doing or whatever. That's all for that though. But yeah, against that 705A, because I mean that guy just seemed kind of like an idiot. He just drove into 3 tanks for some reason, or he knew that there was at least 2 and he still drove in. But I think if you were just peeking and holding the angle, and this is something that I think about a lot on the 50B, if you're just peeking and holding the angle, waiting for him to come around, you know, he comes around, he spots you, and he's like still semi-hull down, he's just gonna back up. Whereas if you just hide behind the corner and aim like halfway across the crossing, then you know, he can't back up. You get spotted when he's like already halfway crossing, and then he's just a sitting duck.
Yeah.
You know. All right, you can do another if you want.
Yeah, I just feel like you said, they took too long on the ridge line. That's why the that's why I got
Yeah,
2 shots.
because I understand why you probably stayed is because you it looks like you know no one's there, so you're probably not lit, but the TDs can usually light you unless they just have terrible
Yeah.
view range.
Okay, for this map, I mostly go city and wait around this corner. Maybe if someone pushes this side and goes here, I can shoot him.
Okay, I don't see yet because it shows that you're loading in. Which corner?
Here I go in this corner, and if somebody pushes, I can shoot them. Although if somebody pushes that 0 line, I can shoot them.
Let me restart your stream real quick because it's lagging.
Okay.
Okay, I think we're caught up now. It was just like falling behind. I'll just see where you go. They got a lot of TDs. They got double 50B.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I
can't
think we have
tell.
heavies.
Oh, EBR there. That's gonna be annoying. At least he didn't spot you.
Nope.
If you find a timing to cross this unspotted, then I would probably do it. But if you get lit at a bad time, then the TDs can technically hit you. But
To go
oh, that
K0
corner.
line.
Okay. Yeah, I think this isn't bad.
Okay, it was too slow.
Rip.
Yep.
Nice shot. There might be someone behind right now who will shoot you in the ass when you come around this corner, so you either gotta hide or just... Or there's a timing where you might have been able to book it backwards, but you know that angle from behind that tree right there.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, yes. People very commonly go there, so... You wait for your teammates though, like the V4 just crossed that gap and didn't get shot, so there's no one there right now. Oh, there is. That's bad timing, dude. The V4 didn't even light him.
Yeah,
I don't really like the corner that you're on right now, to be honest. It's
me
because you're
neither.
kind of stuck.
Um,
So,
I don't know if I
next
can
time...
cross.
Yeah, I think once the Panzer 7 fired, then you probably should have crossed and left. But now he's going to be holding that angle again. One thing you can do to check if he's actually poking it is to, like, turn... Okay, that guy didn't get spotted.
Do you think I'll get spotted again if I try to go back?
I mean,
Probably. Oh,
no,
okay,
probably
he was
not.
really not there.
Because I would run now, honestly. Like, it looks like your team's losing here. Like, just get out a little bit. Because you're in a crossfire here. If the 50B pokes that while you're, like, distracted or something, it's not good.
To
I
go
just...
completely, to go back to the base or just be
No,
around,
you know, not necessarily. Does it look like you're losing this here? Or even if you are losing it, like you might be able to stay for a clip, but you have to be ready to run because it looks like I think you are losing it.
if I can. Okay, because we can bounce on my.
There is an RD who can shoot you potentially in the ass, so just keep that in mind. I don't know if he fired. Oh, he just fired at your teammate. Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
you're right.
yeah. This alleyway is notorious for getting bombed by RD, just so you know. Because it's like where most of their shots are.
Yeah, you can wait for the next time that Yak
This position here is where
counter
I usually play, by the way, just right here.
here.
Yes, you use one shell to shoot down the walls into the city. Like, I'll let you clip first.
Ah, this was my
Kind
bad.
of through there. Okay, I would just reload. I would run now. I would definitely run while you can still cross that gap. Because your team is getting fucking melted hard.
Yeah, there's no way to come back from this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not good. I didn't expect the E4 there. I don't know if he was previously spotted there or not.
No, I don't think so. That's why I was also
Yeah.
surprised if he was.
Yeah, that's just a little unlucky. I think probably you should have run a little sooner though. I think there was, so I'm gonna get out of Strat Sketch real quick. I don't know if you've used it before, but I'll link it to you. On Highway.
Okay.
So first, I'll talk a little bit about what happens here. So this initial position you went to, I think it's okay because you can shoot this cross, but then it's kind of awkward if it's like a 277 here. You shoot him once, maybe twice, but now you're here, and he can start side scraping you, and you can't easily retaliate. And then if you try to run, this very common position, which is someone almost always goes to if they're taking the city, then they shoot you as you leave, as you saw with the Panzer 7. So that's why I don't necessarily like that position that much. Just because once you go there, it's hard to leave without bleeding. What I will do sometimes, or probably every time in the 50B, is play at this corner. It's where the E4 shot you. He shot you from like through here or something. I come here. There's like there's a gap through here that you can shoot through. And so
Oh
basically,
yeah.
there's like fences here though. So you go in third person or whatever, you use one of your shots to shoot down a hole through this fence. There's like two fences, you can shoot both of them in one shot. And then you just pre-aim this crossing, and you usually will get at least a couple shots. And it's far safer than this spot. And then the other thing you can do from this position is if you're careful with it, you can peek this corner as well and shoot down here, and you get the same bleed. You might only get one shot instead of two, but gives you the same angle. Um, actually, sorry, it's not here. It's here,
Yeah.
right here, I think. On the outs, yeah, it's here.
Yeah,
And
it's there. Yes.
yeah, shooting through there. Sorry. But yeah, you shoot from here through here, or more probable into here.
Okay.
And it's much easier to escape from here.
Yeah. Then the where I was,
Yeah.
it's much
And then
harder.
I would say when you're here, when that Panzer 7 shot you the first time, I would have just ran instantly.
Directly backed up.
Yeah, because you're giving him a chance to reload, and then you haven't moved, and now you have to potentially take another shot to leave. That's pretty much it though that I have for that map.
Okay. Okay. Two chieftains.
I got a concept, Leo, TVP, so 3 tier 10 meds, 4 TDs, and Arty, and then some juicy tier 9 heavies it looks like.
Oh yes. Objective 5-7, ISO 3, and phase 1.
Okay, so where do you like to go usually in this
For
situation?
this map, I usually go here in this corner
Okay.
and wait if a because sometimes mediums will push this side and go in here,
Mm-hmm.
and I can shoot them pretty well. Or a
Alright.
heavy that will like take a position right here.
Yeah. One thing that I like that you're doing quite often is seems like you are playing pretty passively in the beginning for the most part, which is good in the 50B in my opinions for the most part. So yeah,
There.
that's good.
I don't know
Is
if I should go there where the object is.
uh You could, but
That's risky.
the Conqueror is holding that
Hold down.
window. Their chieftain has crossed already, one of them.
Yeah,
Who's
but it's
like,
one shot. I don't know
okay,
if that was, yeah,
yeah.
he's dead.
Damn, he just got destroyed.
Wasn't that?
It looks like you're gonna... Okay, your team has mid. That's good. Because a lot of the time, the enemy will get into the pocket at, like, F5 or something, I think it is, or E5, in the middle,
Okay.
and then you lose the field pretty quick, which is bad, because it puts you on a timer to get your damage out before you get completely surrounded. So your team could potentially hold the field, which is good. Gives
Yeah.
you more time. So there's no like super rush to do anything necessarily. And in a 50B, since you have no turret armor, it's very hard to get involved in the city on this map. This is a tested map, if you look on the top right corner.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
see it.
so that could
I
potentially
think
open up
something
opportunities later.
here, right?
Yeah. But sometimes that doesn't happen for like 10 minutes or just not at all. So it's not something you can rely on, but you hope it would happen. Um, I don't see much other options except to just kind of chill. There is always the arty that you have to kind of watch out for. The arty oftentimes gets an angle on like where the IS 3-2 is right now on your team.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
That's I play there sometimes. It's hard in the 50B though, but you see, yeah, arty just hit him. Um, but if you get spotted where like the 704 was, arty might also potentially have a shot. So that's another reason why it's kind of risky to check out this corner, and because the conk. Oh, good. Nice track. Nice. And that last shot, you almost fully aimed it, but you actually could have like even slightly more fully aimed it. And I know like it's gonna hit 95% of the time, but you might as well make it like 97% of the time,
More,
just
yeah,
because there's just
to
no
be on the
reason
safe
not
side.
to, because he's reloading. So
I think we can push the conch is there. I don't know. Yeah, the chieftain is,
okay.
but
Yeah, I think you could
we don't
probably
have.
peek. Like the field might shoot you, but if he's overextended, it might be worth it. Like if you can get a full clip, I think it's probably worth it. You can always back up if you start getting shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you gotta back up though. I think it was a TVP who might have shots. I'm not sure.
Yeah, char.
Can you shoot the char without getting spotted right now, or no? Like
I don't
if you hug the right
think
corner,
so.
who will spot you?
Might be TVP. TVP is right there.
TVP shouldn't have view range, I don't think, unless he's somehow in the bush line. He's not spotted anyway, but I would just pay attention to that. I think you can do it, because if you look at where your view range circle extends to, it's just barely to that corner. So I don't think he'll light you unless you fire. Thinking about blinding or no? It's up to you, but I probably wouldn't. Conquer
I'm
is
just
there. Is everything lit right now?
uh except everything is lit except the object 704.
Okay. Because it's tempting to push right now, but the game is kind of close, so it's kind of risky. Um, if like some of your team pushed, I don't know their HPs, because like you can press Alt on the internet. Like they're healthy. Like this IS4 could push. Like
Yeah, it's full.
you can even ask him, just
He's
say, "I'll help you," and then ping push, and then you could potentially do it. It's just kind of risky, even if he does go, but I think it would be probably worth it if he does go.
but should then if he decides to decides to push to
Yes,
here or yes.
I would probably go through there behind them. I mean,
Okay, they're
there's
pushing. I think I could get to. Okay,
okay. So the reason you got spotted is because you weren't like hugging the right side, so that you were like
I am.
430 away or something, I think.
So Foch
Um,
is there or there? I don't.
you can't be there unless he's in the bush line. But you know the RD could potentially shoot you as well, so you know once you got on lit, I would have, you know, tucked in or something just to make sure he doesn't get a shot.
Yeah.
This game is still very close, but now you just lost the field, which is really bad. Which is partially why it would have been nice to push this side, but now it's kind of hard. You only have 3 people.
But is it normal that the Foch does 900 damage? Foch 155?
No,
Did
it's got 750 alpha. That's just
I don't know.
very unlucky, dude. Alright, Teal 7
Okay.
pushed up.
Oh, maybe I can spot.
If this IS-4 is gonna cross for him, I think you just hold here for now. Just make sure the chieftain doesn't cross or something.
Shiftness.
Okay, Teal 7's committed. Oh, he's gonna die though.
Ah, that was bad.
Yeah, not great.
Kong might be. Yep.
Nice shot. I would get safe right now just from the RD for a second. Yes. So you don't have like team HPs like on the sides on. So you probably have to press Alt more often, but just pressing Alt sometimes just gives me a better gauge of like, I do it myself when I'm playing just to like see like, can we win this side, you know? How's the
Yeah.
HPs looking? Because now it's clear like your team can win the city against this chieftain easily if they were to just push him. Although their mediums at this point could be anywhere, you know, their offside tanks could be
Yeah.
anywhere. So
His
just
face is in the open. I don't know why.
he's gaming, I
Goes
guess.
here. He might. Is what?
I would move somewhere, just somewhere where you can potentially get shots if something gets spotted mid road or something. You know, no sense to just.
There's a building.
I would probably stay and pre-aim where the TP is, cause for a second, no, where you thought where the TP was
Okay, I
last
got
spotted. Uh-oh. Okay, that kind of.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's either someone in the bush line. You know what bush line I'm talking
Yeah, right
about?
here. Yeah,
Yes.
here.
Either there or they're in the bushes and they have like optics or by that rubble pile and they have optics or something.
Yeah.
But it's clear your team
Might
is
be
winning
jar.
now. Your team is winning. It's
There's
important
shot.
now to like get ready to like get in there because otherwise you're not gonna get anything else out of this game. Like this is where you can potentially play risky, a little bit risky, and just push. Are you a 1-shot for the Foch or 2-shot?
1 shot.
Okay.
700 HP. Okay,
Okay, there
Foch
he
is
is.
there.
He has binos. I guarantee it.
Okay, well, that was my.
If you zoom out, you can see which way he's turning. You could almost push in right now. Like I know it's like you could die,
Yeah,
but
he's.
the alternative is you survive and you do nothing. So there's no reason not to push, in my opinion. Because your team is capping, there's no risk of you losing this game. You might as well get in there and try to get off a couple more shots. Oh, unfortunate.
This is really bad. I think I hit a car or something or a fence used my gold ammo.
Yeah.
One time. Two
I
times.
think you reload before they cap, right? Or do they have... I think so? No, maybe?
Yeah,
Okay.
4 seconds ahead.
So I would move up to that rubble pile in front of you and just try to like spot out where they are. If you get YOLO'd, you get YOLO'd, you know? Okay, they got off cap. That gives you more time. And he's not close to cap either, so it's just one guy capping.
Yeah, okay, it's over.
It's just him left, so I would take the trade versus him. Just trade. If you are you're 3-shot, he's 2-shot. He has faster interclip, but as long as you get off your shot at roughly the same time, it will be fine. You'll survive. Yeah, he can't kill, so you're good. Okay,
Okay.
good. Much damage is that? 3,700 or?
3.1. Okay.
Okay. Um, I think one mistake was just peeking too close to the corner so that the Foss just guarantees spots you.
Yeah, there, yeah.
I think there was a couple times where I was kind of concerned that you would get hit by the Artie in that alleyway. Like you get safe, but then you're kind of like stationary and not getting in like one of those cubbies or
Cover.
something. But you did good later on to avoid the Artie. You went around the corner. Um, I think the Chieftain when he was that could have been a shot that you probably
Yeah, missed.
could have. Yeah, like you could have either hit your shot and traded or just avoided that engagement entirely. It wasn't clear whether he was going to cross or not. You would assume he wouldn't. Um, but again, if you think he might cross, you can, instead of holding right on the corner, you can hold halfway so that you're safe if he does stop. But if he continues, then you catch him midway through the cross and get shots
Yeah,
for
and then
free.
possibly track him
Mm-hmm.
if lucky.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so you're headed north. This is tier 9, it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this is, yeah.
Actually,
I always
I don't
go,
know.
I
Most of the
always
time
go
I go
full north.
here.
Oh, okay. Um, Depending on how much support you have north, I think north is not bad. Um, because if you're able to push it, then you can get out a couple clips, usually.
Yeah.
I can't see how many mediums have been unlit on the enemy team, but
Uh, one medium, TP is
okay.
only lit, and 1 to 1B.
Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out how much the enemy could have up here, you know? Because you have 5 tanks, one of
Yeah.
them's a slow IS-32, but this char is already cleared all the way almost. I think you
Yeah, he's
cross
all the
here,
way. Yeah.
and so there's one position like right in front of you where you can shoot the mid, but yeah, if you can
I
boost
see.
up here actually, that would be good too. You can shoot the TDs, because this guy might light a TD in the base. Free him the bushes or whatever. Damn, do they have nothing on this side? Okay, there's a guy.
Camping. Uh,
Nice
okay.
shot. Looks like you're losing the southwest
Yeah, I
though.
see it.
Uh,
Should I go
yeah.
back or stay because I
No.
don't think here. Oh,
Yeah,
really?
there's another tank.
Nice. Okay.
Unlucky.
Okay.
Unlucky. 50B gun moment. I would rotate towards the ridge where the Udez is, like to the left of that. I don't know honestly what exactly you should do in this situation. I don't think you can push through the east easily because there's still some unlit TDs unless your team
Yes.
goes with. Your team is pushing zero line though, so you might be able to support them from here. You can
Yeah.
get and render this guy. Unfortunate. You did get spotted a second ago. I'm wondering what that was from. Probably another TD up there. I don't know which one it could be, but Disturb, no.
I do.
DC, I don't know. Your team is losing pretty bad.
Yep.
You can peek around this like ridge line slightly and just check if there's someone there carefully. Because sometimes there's someone around where that E50 or VZR that you can potentially spot. Also this S-Conk, I'm looking at him on the minimap. There might
Yeah,
be
right
a
there.
shot, there's a shot gap right there, I think. You can
Yeah, but
move. like slightly towards him. If he gets lit again. Oh, he moved up now. I don't know if it's there. No. Well, kind of, but not really.
I don't know,
Okay.
he might push down here, but I don't think he will.
No, I
I think he
kind of,
knows there.
unless your team is really low there, I doubt it for now. I would try to help with, I don't know, there's not much to help with.
Just
Oh, he's going S-Conk?
anywhere. Ah, okay, I was too slow.
Okay, it was gonna be hard. You might get a shot. Be careful with your aim then.
Wow.
They're good. And now you have two choices in my opinion. You rotate back to B0 and cover your guy there, or you
Okay.
or
I
you
think
go
they'll
back to,
push though.
or you just chill around here.
Right here on the
This could work. You're not gonna have great shots,
E50
but
push.
oh, you look where your teammate is. He's gonna push into there. So if you can get a shot on the left, right there. Yeah, probably. Oh, he's already in the. Oh wait,
Check.
front plate. Nice. Okay, your team is definitely getting owned right now. Eventually you're gonna have to get out of here soon, because you know that E5 mid. He's gonna start peeking, and you're gonna get lit, and then you're kind of gonna get trapped. So.
Yeah. The X-Tiger is on the back shoot him, but I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think maybe the S-Conk when he pushes his Sturb, though. There
Yeah,
are
it's
some
one
people
shot.
who might have shots on you, like the CC, but it might be worth it. Especially because you have a lot of HP right now. Your team
Yeah,
is losing by quite a lot. If you have to trade some HP to get some damage, it's absolutely worth it, because you want to get out more than just one clip here. You have enough
I want
HP
one
to do
beast to
that.
push. Might be pushing up. No, hold on.
I don't know where the S-Conk is. Did he just give up? Maybe CC will come down too.
Yes, that's all.
I don't think our Sturb will our Sturb spot him? I'm not sure.
No, he's up there in the bushes.
Okay.
I mean, if
Here,
he doesn't fire, I think he can spot for us, right?
potentially, yeah. If you can spot the CC, I don't know if there's a rock in the way or something, but
Okay, there's Escon.
nice shot.
Sadly.
Artie might kill him. Artie might fire at you though. Okay, yeah.
Yep. Hope Stridsvan uses HE ammo because he can kill them without penning.
Yeah. Their Leo's not spotting mid right now. It's possible they push that, so
Yeah,
it's good to
they're pushing
periodically
right there
spot
with.
that.
Visit
You
using
see
the
on
opening.
your right now? That's where I would
Yeah.
pre-aim, because they're probably gonna peek that mid ridge, you know? Potentially.
Yeah.
There are some bushes there, so it's a little bit sus, but yeah,
Like,
he's in the bush.
sadly.
That's not gonna be easy to pin. I would just back up, honestly. Yeah,
Okay, that
wasn't
was
worth
stupid.
taking that second shot. So one thing you could have done there, I think, like I said, there's some bushes. You can just quick peek your turret and then fall back, and then just see if you get spotted before you peek it fully, you know?
Yeah.
So right now, in my opinion, you could go to where the leopard is going, or you can stay around this area. It's, oh, the S-Conk is dead. That's good.
Do they wait for the Yak Tigers to push up, to push the RC? But
Yeah,
I'm afraid of
potentially.
the CC might be still up there.
Yeah, he probably, unless he rotated for some reason, then he should be up there,
Should I
but
go here and then down?
I would just push straight into the Yag right now. Like, yeah, just, he's already gonna be going up, so I would go to the right. Okay, never mind. You can just catch him here and then try to get safe in the buildings. Gotta be quick about it, though.
Okay,
Oh no,
that was
that's
that's really
unfortunate.
bad.
Well, best case scenario, you get 2 clips here because you can hide, but he's on the cap. Okay. Oh,
Under pressure.
I think he just
Yeah, okay.
spiraled, dude.
About to tell you, lost 700 damage from the fall.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, if you didn't take damage from that fall, you would have got out a full clip. So
Yeah,
I don't think
that's
it
true.
was a bad decision or anything to do that. Because at least
Might be
then you
just bad
guarantee one more clip.
driving skills.
Yeah, you can drop there without taking HP. It was just slightly off. Alright, Ghost Town, standard.
Okay, for this map, I mostly go right here on this corner
Okay,
and see if somebody, because most of the time I can spot them, people who are going up the hill
okay. I didn't know you got spots
or
from there. It's a little... I've I've never
risky.
played there, but I like... Oh, this corner?
Yep.
Okay. I like this corner. However, the one problem is, you don't have anybody spotting, really, for you.
Yeah.
So I would not even bother being here, because I really doubt that something is going to get spotted that you can actually shoot. But what your team is doing is pushing up the east. I think you can go to the outside, where the TBP is roughly, and potentially support. You have so many covering that already, though. I don't know if you'll get much out of it, but it is something you could do. You just have to be careful here. The 260 will spot your turret from your right. Yeah,
Yeah, I see
gets
it.
it from that. Yeah, this spot is tricky as well because I was just about to say already. Yeah. It's there are ways to play there safe, but you will get spotted getting into that position. So
There's 60 people pushing. Maybe I can decently
yeah.
hope. I don't know if I want to get shot
Well, I would get
as
close to the
going hold
corner
down.
just in case. You know, just get close to the corner just in case. Like he turns his turret, you get. I just mean like be ready to peek or whatever.
Yeah.
Because if he does turn or he fires, then you got to be ready to jump on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, okay, he's going back. TT is 7 is pushing.
Or you're spotted. What the heck?
Might be from I7.
That IS-7 is gonna be hard to deal with. He's like perfectly hull down, so
Yeah,
I
but
would
I
I
think
would
we'll get. I don't know if I will go inside here, maybe from behind, but there might be TDs
mm,
back there.
I think that's way too risky personally.
Uh, okay,
Oh,
there's
you
AMX
can go
50B.
uh,
Yeah, but he's um, the push. I can't get shot.
full sniping time. About to be reloaded. Nice shot. I wouldn't take the last hit. Yeah, it's not worth it to trade 1 for 1. We just have to hope and pray that this I-7 doesn't focus you for some reason. I don't know why he would,
Yeah,
but that was a good
he's
clip though.
the Centurion will
Yep.
gets him, or maybe not. JP is going. AMX 50B is crossing.
Oh, I think you might get to clip this guy. It's a little bit risky, but I think it's okay. I wouldn't trade with him though.
Okay, I think he's.
Okay.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah, it's okay. Tracking a 57 heavy is pretty fucking hard to do with damage sometimes, so I would have just gone for a turret shot for that first shot. Um,
But does
it's
he
not
have 1.5 seconds between shells or 2 seconds like I do?
uh he has 2 seconds between shots, I think, but you have
Like
like 2.7, I think.
2.5.
Oh
2.5,
yeah,
I see that.
2.5. So he definitely unloads faster, it's true.
Okay, that was 2 shots too. Okay. I think I can pen him.
Hopefully that penned. I think it did. Nobody will spot those guys anymore because your grill is not peeking. Unless, yeah, probably they won't be spotted again. Oh, grill might YOLO. No.
Okay, I think he's at least dead.
Yeah. Game is still close. Now, hopefully
You can
grill will
spot him if
speak.
you push, right?
Hopefully the grill will poke, because they're gonna, if they push at all, which I don't really expect them to, they're probably gonna go to A1. I don't think they'll
Yeah,
push
back.
straight across the field because that would just be kind of dumb of them.
I don't know. I'm
I
afraid of the T57. He might push me. Okay, he's back.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know. Should I go
true.
behind him and try? But I don't know. I'm scared.
No, no, because then you'll be stuck. I would just
Okay,
turn.
he might.
Nice shot. Nice. Another thing I noticed is you usually make your shots count, which is good. In a 50B, 57. He could flank you technically, but I don't think he will. Nah,
He's
he's one shot.
hope the arty gets him.
E100 will take care of him. The grill is running. It's a little bit
Leo
scary
is
being
there.
here. The reason
Yeah.
why is if they time it right and get A4, then you're just completely in the open to those bushes up there. Okay, this
Okay,
guy's pushing
structure.
forward. Can you go for a shot? Okay, never mind.
Where?
The Leo just pushed forward and crossed that gap, I think. Like right in front of
Here?
you. To the right of that. Yeah, you gotta get out, I think. They actually found a gap through there. That's crazy. That's where the Leo crossed.
Oh, okay. Okay, now this is bad.
Yeah, you don't have enough HP to take the E3 shot. If you can convince your team to push up on him or watch for him to fire, I can't see if anything else is unspotted, but if you can find a way to get out of here
Uh,
somehow.
FV is on this. FV is only the one that not spotted. I don't know if. I hope E100 will could take a shot from the E3, but
You know, you might be able to run through where the E100 comes if he starts getting nailed by this 50B and M60. Okay, he's not even lit. You see that? He's not lit. That means
yeah.
that you could escape through that path potentially, or if he goes forward, then, you know,
Okay.
okay, this is
But
what
I
I was worried about. Might be able to get him in time. No.
nope. So slow.
Um, yeah, that's kind of what I was worried about, where they take A4, because your grill left, you know? Your grill
Yeah.
left A4 so they can take it for free. I think you should have built up a little bit of speed and just crossed where the E100 was sooner.
Right here
Um,
where he came from, right?
yeah, because if you saw, the E100 actually crossed that unlit, I think, which means that the 50B,
Yeah.
I think, only just got there, and then, or maybe he was reloading, but I don't think so. I think he just got there as soon as the E100 crossed, and then got you. There's also one opportunity where the Leo crossed. I think it's a C4. And I think you could have poked for 2 shots there, probably. You might get shot in return, though, is the only issue.
Yeah. I don't know how, but I didn't even notice the Leo crossing. I thought he was still here or
Yeah,
something.
so
I don't
so
know. It was.
so the reason why I knew he crossed is because he was spotted there, but when he went unspotted, he was moving in that direction. So I saw that he was gonna
Okay.
cross, or assumed he would.
Not a single tier 8 match.
Yeah, the Ghost Town map is honestly pretty tricky for the 50B. This one is also pretty tricky.
Yeah, for this map, I mostly go in there's a bush right here,
Hmm.
and if we have a light, which we do, he will spot maybe in TD or in medium, and I can shoot him from here without getting spotted. But it's
Yeah.
risky. If I get spotted, I can get shot. pretty
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah. I think this is an okay play. Sometimes I will go east, depends completely on where our team distributes. So for example here, everyone is going west basically, for the most part. I think it's good to go to this side then, because you're probably going to lose forests. And I like to play in that bush to your right.
Here?
Kind of like the bush slightly to the left of that. That bush. Right. I mean, this spot is okay as well, but there's like a bush to your left.
You mean this in
No,
front
no,
of me
no, no,
or?
no, right. Yeah, you're looking at every bush except the one I wanted to that bush, that bush.
That one?
Yes. No. Okay.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
okay. Of course he's watching. He's uh, at least he's far away.
It's on the right side of the ridge, but it's like pushed up a little bit. It's no, no,
Yeah,
not that far, not that far. Like the one between, right there. That one I play
there.
to. Yeah, there's like a. It you probably can't now though because of where
Yes.
the guy is. In E1. No, your M60 technically should have shots on this guy. If he gets spotted.
On the busy.
Oh no, no, on the Blatchkowiczke or whatever.
Bliskavich. I don't know how it's called. Doesn't that tank do the closer it's to you more damage? I think.
Yes. Now, right here, I would keep that bush in front of you between you and the Blatchkowice or whatever the hell it's called, because he could potentially, yeah, he can
Okay, got it.
spot you. So you should definitely keep the bush between you and him if you're planning to poke that at any point. Fucking Artie. He's gonna be really hard to pen though, honestly, with the 50B. Yeah, like this, that's good. But he can blind it as well, so keep that in mind.
Yeah. What's the object? I don't understand the question. Object 245. Okay.
Is the TVP shootable? I don't think so, but in the forest he might have been.
Yeah. Our SBR is doing
Grill?
a great job.
Is grill shootable?
Nope. I guess he could, but
Nice. And then I would pull back.
I guess
You know,
yeah,
like you don't want to get shot again by that guy. I think your team is losing, by the way,
losing pretty hard again.
which is not good, because getting trapped in the corner in a 50B on this map is not good. So when I get in a situation like this, I always try to look for somewhere I can get damage, even if I have to trade like a shot for it to get like a shot or two.
I don't know if I should go back here. I have more bushes and I can.
I think you should, but I was looking for like shots in the Blatchkowice first, just real quick, and then if you don't
Oh
have
yeah,
shots,
he's not
like
turning me.
yeah, and then
He
yeah,
fires.
try to get one more clip and then try to run if possible. Nice. Oh, he's tracked. Good. Okay, now would be a good
Okay.
time to run.
Okay,
Okay,
I got spotted.
definitely time to run. Yeah, that's so a lot of the time, like if I'm about to run, sometimes I'm gonna be reloading for the next 30 seconds anyway, or I can be reloading it for the next 30 seconds anyway as I'm rotating. So I'll just put like 3 or 4 throwaway shots, basically just like hoping I pen somebody and then run. Okay, that's
Yeah.
unfortunate. Now the best place to play here, in my opinion, is at a 5A going south along with an EBR. Yeah, this spot is actually pretty good.
I got it sadly.
Let's hope Artie doesn't shit on your chest. They tried.
Okay. That's unspotted sadly.
Any shots on these guys? Nice. Any more right, maybe? Okay.
Okay, that was unlucky.
Now try to hide and not get. Oh, the EBR is coming behind. It looks like. Yeah. He's probably gonna spot you. Hopefully your SP2 can take care of him. But I would just try to stay unspotted as long as possible here so that you don't take any bleed, so that you can get out your last clip. because that's all you're
They
gonna
try
get here.
back. Yep.
Yeah, you just gotta try to get out one more if possible. Okay.
Okay.
Honestly, not
3.7. It's
for matchmaking like this, and you know, just losing the force right away. This is not a bad result. 3,700 damage is pretty good. The biggest mistake I saw is just not keeping that bush in between you and the one guy. Kind of
Blachowicz.
just you just bled a little bit for that. And in general, there's a couple I've noticed it's not too bad to be honest, but there are just some situations
Yeah.
where there's just a little bit of unnecessary bleed. Um, that you could potentially work on, but you know that will take time, obviously.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, overall, I think you're doing pretty well on the 50B, honestly. Um, I think you got
Yeah.
the
Thank
play
you.
style down quite well. The appropriate level of, you know, I like how you're playing passive, especially when you need to. You know, I haven't seen you do any. The fact that I don't think you've had a game, you might have had like one game where you got like 700 damage, but like the rest of them, you know,
Uh,
you stayed alive until the late game, which is the most important thing in the 50B especially. And conserved a good amount of health most of those games too, so that you can make end game trades and get off that final clip.
yeah. This sometimes the only thing I struggle with is situational awareness. What to do? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, I just sit there and just say, okay, now what? I can't just sit in the same position because I just lose. I'm losing damage that I could make.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the times, I do the wrong decision and then die pretty stupidly or get shot pretty stupidly.
What's your survival rating in the 50B? I know that it's a tank that you've improved at, and your recents are better in it than old, but I'm just curious. In win rate.
Um,
50% win rate. So
yeah, 50% win rate and 34%
okay,
battle survived.
that's not bad. Could be slightly better survival. But yeah, I think part of the reason why the 50B, even when you're doing well, you get lower win rate is simply because you have to play more passive. Something like a E5 or IS7, you're taking the important positions and brawling and killing the. You're winning the flank basically. The
Yeah,
50B is not much of a flank winner usually. You kind of just have to bait your teammates and play passive, and then defend losing flanks and stuff, snipe stuff like that. Whereas other heavies are just they get more involved, so that's probably
yeah.
why. Hey, Berlin, it's
Okay,
like tier
for this,
9.
I mostly go. Um, there's two lights. Mostly, sometimes I go here
Mm-hmm.
so I can shoot the bunker. But
Okay.
if not, I just wait for the enemy heavies that want to go in that building to go cool down
Okay.
right here.
In the 50B, a lot of the time, I think you're okay. This works too. Um,
It's risky.
yeah, I would try to peek it sooner rather than later, just so that you can get the cross shots. Yeah, you gotta be careful about it, obviously. Like this is definitely somewhat risky, but
That's
if you know if they're
really
not
risky.
paying.
Okay.
Okay, that guy's just there already. How the fuck?
Okay, this guy's pushing.
Um, looking, there's a lot of stuff on the enemy team spotted south already, so, and your team has a decent amount north, so they have pushed
Okay.
up, so it's a little bit sus, but I think you're okay to stay if you want. Like, it's not like you're just gonna lose the city necessarily instantly.
Yeah. I don't know. Somebody might go there. Object 268 B5.
Hmm?
I'm not sure because he's not spotted.
Yeah, and it's good to be doing that, to pay attention to what's unspotted. It's very important, especially in like a 50B or like a light tank. 'Cause it...
Okay, you're losing again.
So one way, if you want to check if someone's there, is you just quick peek with your gun pointed outwards, and then just see, like, you bait the front of your hull and then pull back. Okay, so there's someone there. So yeah, and you just peek once next time, just to, you know.
One time I just go back.
Yeah. So now you know, and you know roughly where he is too. He's like at the end of the bridge, like right
So I
there.
see.
So
I think it's at the down.
yep.
Okay.
Okay, there he is.
But he's maybe return. He's turning. Okay, I can't bend that.
Yeah, it has to be Capolo, I guess. Not easy
I thought
pen.
it was. Okay, no, he's just aiming at me.
Yeah. The Foch is going, okay. Yeah, that'll pen. Okay, good.
Okay,
Free clip mostly.
let's see if the M1 or 3 will get shot. If not,
It looks like your team could lose this side potentially,
yeah,
unless the
for
Foch
mine it's
goes on the
okay.
bridge and like crossfires it. If there's nothing unlit, then you could even flank this guy, but
AMX?
yeah, like I don't know if anybody's lit or not, but if there's nobody lit, or if there's nobody unlit, I should say, then you can probably get away with it. Oh, the
There's
T10 is
only
in a
object.
position.
Yeah, he's on the yeah.
Okay, the object
Actually,
could be north, so it's
yeah, that's
risky.
why.
All right. I would start considering falling back
Going
like a little bit, because
bait.
like around to the other side of this like broken down building. The reason why, those guys on your team are like one shots, and I think that they could die soon. And you could still maybe stay potentially just for like another clip, because I don't think you're gonna lose instantly or anything, but you can kind of just hide and wait for somebody to make a mistake potentially. If Foch is dead. It doesn't look that much better in the south, so I don't really feel like rotating south is gonna help you that much here.
Yeah.
Surprised they haven't pushed up already, the enemy team.
AMX, AMX. So peak.
It's worth taking a shot if you can get out of a clip.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, that was weird. Gun.
He's yeah, IS4 has a shot in me.
Hmm.
More.
I'm wondering if it's worth running or not. I'm not sure, to be honest. I think you stay, probably.
Yeah. AMX might go here. 50B.
Yeah, true. Nice. And now
Okay,
you
there
should
he is.
run for sure. Now you definitely have to run
Okay,
a
two
little bit.
shots left.
I mean, you could stay, I guess, like, and try to win that fight.
I don't know if
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's fine either way,
yeah,
whether you're in or... Yeah, it's probably better to run. You're right. So, I'm trying to look for a defensive position to play.
I go
Probably.
here most of the time when I
Okay. As long as the Kunze Panzer
yeah, I
doesn't
got
spot you. Damn. That sucks.
thought he fired already.
There's a Kunze Panzer. He spotted you, I think.
Yep. Yeah, okay.
Damn. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna make it to the bushes, to be honest. You could maybe play a hold
And
down here and try to shoot them on the way in. I don't know.
maybe kill T10.
Once you get them lit. Nice. Yeah, you're not gonna get out more than one more clip, so just make this count. Damn.
Okay, shot him at least.
Oh, nice. You got the shot off.
Yeah, I got
That's
the
huge.
shot luckily.
Hmm. Um, I don't think there were any major mistakes this game, really. I'm trying to think.
Maybe I should have left
A little
earlier.
sooner.
Not Yes, not waited that long.
Yeah, the main problem, I think, well, not the main problem. It was the 50B pushed aggressively, and then that Kunze was just annoying.
Yes.
But if you think
And
about
this,
it, like if you think about it, you missed because you left at the time you did, you missed out on one shot of damage if you think about it, because let's say you got out without taking any damage at all,
yeah,
you're still not going to probably get out another clip because they were all closing in. Maybe
yeah, it was.
like one or two more shots, but so I don't think you missed out on that much by leaving late.
I don't know. For the most times, I go with 50B right here. I can shoot
Okay.
people crossing here, and somebody if somebody's dumb right here. But we don't have lights, so I don't think they won't get spotted probably.
Yeah, and that's good that you recognize that because I wouldn't even bother going to that
Yeah,
position because of that reason.
I don't know.
I think
I
it's
think
so I think there's like city is good. It's pretty reliable. Sometimes I even go valley to be honest, like a lot of time, but it's a little bit harder. Like you have to know what you're doing in the valley, and it's like there's a lot of small little things you need to know in order to make it work. I think city is completely fine though. Oh, that guy is in the open. Worth to snap here because you can just reload. Nice. You can just reload insta. So where do you... Okay, I'm looking now. They have a lot of heavies, don't they? Or is that not true?
yeah. They have
Is
5 heavies.
okay,
They have one, 2 heavy spotted. So object, and
okay.
AT 130 is not spotted.
So I think you'll be okay in the city. The reason why your team has a decent amount of valley, however, they also do, and it's like T110E5
50-50.
and stuff. So I like to poke this corner. So knock over that tree in front of you. Okay, never mind. You have
Didn't.
shots. And his side armor here will be more easy with AP. Nice. Beautiful.
All right. Maybe one more. Uh, okay, too late.
Yeah. Alright. So you play the same corner that I usually do, which is good. I like to knock over that tree on the corner just to give me some
Right
extra
here.
camo. Yeah, and just make sure you knock it correctly so that it's directly at the corner. Yes. Yeah, that's good. That's perfect. I can't see what tank that is, but
Object 705A. Might be difficult to pen.
yeah, you might
Maybe
have to load
skyscape.
gold. I'm not sure. Can't see the other tank, but and then this whole while I'm kind of waiting around here for them to make a move, I'm paying attention to the valley because if you start losing the valley, then it's not good. Are
Yes,
there
yes, it
any
is.
unspotted tanks right now?
Nope. Everybody spotted.
Okay, so they only have two tanks, or no, they could have four tanks city, I think.
Yeah, 2 tanks city, but there are 2 spotted mediums right there. So I don't know if they pushed city or
Yeah.
went.
So especially since your team kind of, they're leaving and they're playing very passive here, it's probably not going to be possible to push up in the city.
So should
Nobody
pen.
is going to be spotting that right now. Um, but I don't think you can do anything about that. You're gonna bounce off his front, the top, I mean, so yeah, good. Like his upper plate is an auto ricochet at that angle, but so one thing you could do before you reload, because I would probably reload, is you can just blind that corner. Okay, that's fine. I mean it would be kind of wasted credits though too, so if you miss, but you can just blind the corner and then
Yeah, they won
reload.
the valley.
Yeah, this is not looking too good.
Mm.
Um You could ask your team to come help push the city, but I don't know. Your team, so you have a Leopard 1. and a nomad. If they snipe properly, like, you guys can hold the valley pretty easily, and then you guys can hold the city, and you should be okay probably for a while. Let's see if this char spots someone through this fence. I think the char is spotting the corner. There is like a fence in the way of him, and I don't know if he knocked it over or not. Looks like he did not, so he's not actually spotting it. You could,
No.
it's like a little risky, but you could move up, like, to this bush, like, approach it from the left. Okay, there we go.
Okay,
Fortunate.
oh.
Damn, he hits that.
Okay, so Centurion. Bones and Centurion is back there, so they're all
Yeah.
city.
Yeah, it's a good thing he didn't listen to me to go up to that bush, because that would have been bad. Looks like you're losing the city now. This is not great at all. Is it possible to win the inside of the city? Probably not.
I don't think so. Maybe I can
No.
shoot them on the. That's tiger.
Damn, you're still spotted. What the fuck? Now you're one shot. There's no... You can't completely run, I know that, but is there somewhere you can go more defensive? Like, behind that house, maybe? I don't know. Somewhere that's safer mid-road. Shot. Damn.
Penetrating. Think I shot his upper plate? Probably. That's why. Yeah, I spotted.
263, yeah. I think the main problem, there's nothing you could have really done about it. A lot of your mediums who were like around the city area rotated to go repush the valley, which isn't a bad thing for your team, but you know, you can't really go with them easily because they have mid-road. So I think you kind of had to stay. It's kind of unfortunate timing that the 705 poked that at the same time you did. And then the scent snapped you.
Yeah. And also the tiger mouse shot me also. From
Yeah.
where? From there probably, yeah.
I didn't realize you were like, it seems like you were permalit from mid at one point, and they got two shots in.
Also. I think it's 10 seconds and then you get unlit.
Yeah, 10 seconds unless they have designated target or radio set or designated target directive, I think.
Yeah.
How much you get out of this game? 3.4?
Yeah, 3.4, yes.
Okay.
And 378 spotting damage.
Which I checked your past 1,000 days and you're averaging 2.8, I think, so I mean, still not
Yeah,
bad.
less.
Alright, so now that this session is over, this is like my general recap of the main things that I covered with Alex. So first of all, when we were on Westfield, this initial peak, it is very aggressive and you can get punished for it. So you don't necessarily need to do this. It was just something that I thought he should try. But the main mistake that he made was he got shot by the TDs. And so basically, when you pull up to this ridge and you go for initial damage and you see nothing, like there's no tanks lit, you should still just immediately back up, because that means, first of all, you're not going to get any shots, but second of all, the TDs themselves are close enough that they can actually light you. It's like not that far. It's like 300 meters. So you should immediately back up. The other thing is, if something gets spotted really low down, they're not like out here, and they're just low down, you have to overpeak a lot, then just don't go for it. Just back up. The other thing that I wanted to show, which I mentioned to Alex, is this position on highway, playing here rather than here. Mentioned how I preferred this position, and one resource which I wanted to actually share regarding initial positions, especially this one, is my map guide spreadsheet, which you can actually find here. I'll link it in the description. It's linked in every video's description. And so if you wanted to know how to play 50B on highway, for example, I have a video on that, and I And even if you can't find the tank that you're specifically looking for, there might be a similar tank. So for example, this video here actually covers that exact position. So if you're ever wondering how to play a certain position, or just wondering where to go at the start of a battle, using this as a resource can be very helpful. As you can see in this video, I cover the exact position that I would like to use. You knock down the fences, and then you can get free shots as people move into the city. The next thing I wanted to cover was something that happened in this situation. So in the 50B and autoloaders in particular, a lot of the time when you're holding an angle or holding a crossing, you don't actually want to fully peek out and just get ready to shoot them right away. You actually want to pull back and stay unspotted until they're like halfway through the crossing, and then you peek and shoot them. And as you can see here, it works out, although he did take a shot in return, but he gets the full clip on the 705A. That's very important in autoloaders in general. The next thing I wanted to cover is that oftentimes at the end of games in particular, whether you're winning or losing, it's less aggressive, or it's less risky to play aggressively and to try to get out some final shots, because the enemy has far less HP that you would miss out on if you were to die. So for example here, if he dies against the TVP, it doesn't really matter because there's only like 800 HP left in this game regardless, so he didn't miss out on much. And also his team is capping, so there's just no real reason not to go for this fight right now. And that's just a general thing that you should pay attention to in battles. Especially if you have a lot of HP left, it's worth it usually to play more aggressive and take more risks to trade away your HP for endgame damage, because all this HP that you have left over after the game is over is useless. Like, you didn't use it, so you missed out on some damage, is usually the case. The next thing that I covered was on Berlin. So right here, as you can see, I was having him peek out around the corner just to see if someone's on the bridge. This is called spot checking, and you can do it very easily in the 50B because it has a very strong frontal hull. Now he did it slightly incorrectly here, where he was repeatedly poking his hull around the corner. But what you actually want to do is just peek once with your hull really quickly, see if you get spotted after you pull back into cover, basically. And I use this all the time in the 50B. He could have also used it on Sand River. I'm not going to show it, but at the end of the battle, when he was peeking versus Sturb and 121B, who are in the middle bushes, you can just spot check if they're there with his turret or something. If you just poke quickly enough and they're not expecting you from that angle, because you haven't been spotted there yet, you can get away with it for free. I noticed there were a few times throughout the session as well where Alex didn't realize that he was within spotting distance of the enemies, or at least it seemed that way. For example, on Ruinberg, when Alex is here on this corner, which is where I was kind of wanting him to go, then when he peeks this, you check the distance, and if you just check on his mini-map, he's 444 meters away, so he's probably in, maybe even over that, depending on how you look at it, but basically he's out of spotting distance. But then when he peeked later on from this corner, then he was within spotting distance, and so he got shot by the Foch. And I think that is something that I saw a couple times. For example, on Murovanka as well. From this bush here, you can get spotted from E1, and it's relatively easy to get spotted from that distance, especially in a 50B. It's only 390 meters away, and so he took a free shot from the Polish TD in that game as well, because of a lack of awareness about the distance. So when you're in these sniping spots or you're just waiting around, you know, it's useful to look at the mini-map and see exactly how far away you are from your target and see if you'll get spotted in return. Another thing I noticed, like on Ruinberg, there was sometimes some lack of awareness of artillery. So as I was saying in the video, this can get shot by artillery, but then if this is getting shot by artillery, then you know that the arty's out here and he can also shoot down this alleyway. And so after you clip out into, for example, this or something, you need to be moving to try to avoid arty as you retreat. And there's a couple times where Alex would go for a clip, and then he would kind of just pull back and then sit there instead of continuing to move, and I was kind of concerned he would get hit by the RD. It didn't happen every time, but highway as well, for example. I think he got hit by RD, if I remember correctly, right here. This is a very common place to be RD'd, so that's something that could be slightly improved. And then, for example, on Ruinberg, there was a shot. There's a shot he was playing here, shooting at a Conqueror who was here, and the Conqueror was completely in the open, and he had just fired. But Alex had one more shot, and he kind of rushed his shot and didn't fully aim it. When the enemy is on reload, and you're going to get out all your shots anyway and then retreat safely, you might as well just fully aim your shots. And that's a very important tip, which Alex does pretty well, to be fair. But there were still a couple times where I noticed he didn't fully aim his shots when there was no risk to doing so. Sometimes you have to snap off a shot because you need to get it in before they fire or something. But in that case, there just was no reason not to fully aimed. And then lastly, this is something that I noticed in retrospect, which I didn't mention during the session, but rewatching it as I was editing it, I noticed this happen quite often. There's a lot of times where Alex is fully loaded, for example here, where he simply just isn't in a position where he can quickly peek and fire at somebody. Like, he's kind of chilling right here on the backside of this ridge, but if something were to get spotted just driving through the open, it would take him like 4 seconds to even get up to the bush to be able to shoot it. So in a case like this, only get into cover as much as you need to if you're fully loaded. Just as long as you're unspotted, there's no reason why you can't just be sitting here instead. If you're worried about getting blind shot in the bush, you can still just be here or something and be in a much better position to get off shots. And that happened a couple times, like Berlin, for example. I think it was right here. He's fully loaded, but he's kind of just sitting on this corner, not getting ready to peek, which I think is a mistake. Here you don't have the greatest shots anyway, so it's not a big deal. But there's just a lot of places where this could be improved. And I found another example on Lakeville where he's fully loaded here, but he doesn't actually stay peeked on this corner to shoot here, even though the CS is spotting it, and there's 2 guys who were previously spotted on this corner. I think he was checking out the map because I was talking about the map, but there's just no reason not to be peeked right here. So that's all I've got for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed and found it helpful. Again, if you're interested in private coaching sessions, join my Discord, which is in the description, and contact me there, and read the instructions in the description as well. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.